They are loading them up at the 2,000 metres for our Group 1 feature here this afternoon. It's the Emirates Singapore Derby. Upstairs to your race caller, it's Matthew Jones for the Group 1 feature.
One of the big races on the calendar each and every year, and for the 4-year-olds, this is the moment. Can only imagine the amount of planning that has gone into this very moment for these 4-year-olds. They get one shot at this race and one shot only. The premier race for 4-year-olds, and Justice Fair moving in, a late inclusion into the race with a win last week. Now Infantry, already a feature race winner on more than one occasion. He's represented Singapore in Korea, and he's in the Derby today. Now Nova Strike coming up for Derek David. Big chance at maybe a longer price. It's a very open Derby. Elite Excalibur to go forward. Song to the Moon still away. We've got Lim Samurai and Sun Hoplites to go in here for the 9th on the program. Our best race, the Derby over 2,000. And at the moment it's Lim's Cruiser who's just holding up the start. I'm not sure there's an issue, but it has been backed out of the stalls. Rider Denny Beasley in the saddle, and not sure if the vet's casting an eye over this horse or not. This would be a nervous little moment for all concerned with this horse. And as I said, the amount of planning and time and forethought that goes into having a horse 100% at this very moment in time is immense. Could be a year in the planning. Sun Hoplites, who possibly will lead the field. The interest here is in Lim's Cruiser, who looks as though he's coming back up to the stalls, so all's okay there. And we're just about set. They're ready. The Emirates Singapore Derby, and now they're racing in the Derby of 2:17. An Alibi away fairly well out towards the middle, and he's going forward for a Glen Boss. Predator away nicely. Sun Hoplites up in the first few as they settle. Infantry, Lim's Cruiser away okay, and Nova Strike for David going forward out wide as they go around the first turn, and Sun Hoplites is trying to lead the field. Now back centre field, we've got Mr. Scorsese on the inside of Lim Samurai, who's back centre field and one off the rails as they go towards the far side. Justice Fair out wide, then Magstock near the rails. Excellency was further back, about a length and a half away. Absolute Miracle being followed by Guru Guru. Elite Excalibur is second last in the Derby as they go towards the back straight. And Song to the Moon is back in last as Sun Hoplites leads the field in the Derby by about a length and a half. Predator up running second. Alibi settles for third on the rails. Nova Strike in a handy spot is moving up fourth on the outer. A few lengths away then to Lim's Cruiser, who follows Nova Strike. Infantry back on the fence. Justice Fair forced to cover ground. Then Lim Samurai. Mr. Scorsese further back is centre field. A length and a half away. Excellency with 1,000 metres to go in the Derby, so half the trip behind them, half to go. Magstock further back. Absolute Miracle a long way back, with also Song to the Moon, Guru Guru, and Elite Excalibur is now back in last with about 12 lengths first to last, and Sun Hoplites 800 metres to go, works down the side, leads out from Predator, getting closer. Then came Nova Strike in a perfect position. Alibi's had a quiet run. Infantry looking to work into the race now between runners from Justice Fair, and Lim's Cruiser starts to warm into it as well from Lim Samurai, Mr. Scorsese, Magstock, Excellency, Elite Excalibur a mile back with Absolute Miracle as the field come around the home turn in the Emirates Singapore Derby of 2:17, and it's Predator who leads from Sun Hoplites. Alibi's got the run on the inside, and Infantry starting to work home well, and further back Nova Strike and Lim's Cruiser, but it's now Infantry who's raced up to Predator, then Alibi on the inside, 200 metres to go, and Manuel Nunes has taken Infantry clear. Nova Strike, Lim's Samurai, Lim's Cruiser, they're all trying hard from Elite Excalibur, but it's Infantry in front. A first Derby for Alban Town, and it's Infantry who wins the Derby. Infantry first, second goes to Lim Samurai from Nova Strike, and Alibi close up. Further back then to Predator, being followed in by Absolute Miracle, Lim's Cruiser, Elite Excalibur, Guru Guru, Sun Hoplites, Mr. Scorsese. Further back behind those then Magstock, Song to the Moon, and also Excellency, who's finished back towards the rear. Alban Town. It was heartbreak a couple of years ago when he went oh so close to winning the Derby with War Affair when he was a 4-year-old. But this is a horse that has just about every trick in the book. He's won a Merline Trophy on the Polytrack over 1,200 metres. That's the premier sprint race on the Polytrack. He's won that, and now he's won the premier staying race for 4-year-olds. throw in some amazing performances in like races like the Moonbeam Vase, which he was a winner, and also a trip to Korea. What a horse he is, Mr. Versatile. And it's Manuel Nunes who won the race a couple of years ago on Spalato, and he's delivered a perfect ride and has been able to win the race. So congratulations go to all involved and concerned here with the win of Infantry, who's been able to win the Derby for Elvin Tan. Heartbreak a couple of years ago, but this year he gets it right. He went in with 3 solid chances. This was the best of them, and he got the best of the barrier draw, this horse, on the Wednesday. 22.29 is the time. It's a length by a neck to the winner. Second goes to 9, and that is Lim Samurai. 4 Nova Strike ran third, and 1 Alibi back in fourth. So it's 2, 9, 4, and also 1. He's creating quite an impression in Singapore as Elvin Tan. He's now won many of the big races. He's never won this one before, Tom, but he's got that right today.
Elwyn, well done here with Infantry. Big moment for you in your training career. How satisfying?
Yeah, well, the kind of feeling can't use a word to describe, you know, and like what you say, you know, it's the bigger race I have ever won in training. So I'm very, very happy.
He is a seriously good horse, though, with what he's been able to do. Win over 1,200 metres, now win over 2,000 metres. He's been to Korea. A few people might have underestimated his capabilities, but he's a real warrior, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And because that he got a big heart, you know, and every race he put in really his efforts to do his best.
Leading into this race, you must have been more than happy with the way he's progressed on. You obviously didn't have any concerns how he'd run today?
Yes, 100%. You know, that I'm very satisfied what he's doing, you know, and he really give all his best.
And with Manuel Nunes, he had that injury. You had to put Nourish Shaglal on last start. That obviously boosted, taking nothing away from Nourish, but it obviously boosted your confidence having Manuel back on.
Yes, there's another 100% that Nunes knows this horse very well, you know, and where he to be let go, you know, and I think today he did a good job again.
Well done, an awesome effort from you and your team.
Thank you very much.
Elwyn Tan, the successful trainer of Infantry, the son of Tavistock, the New Zealand bred, gets home, and he was well in the market today. It's 2, 9, 4 and 1, and Elwyn Tan, the successful trainer, just looking for Manuel Nunes to see if can track Manuel down, as plenty of the jockeys are currently in the process of weighing in at this point. Terrific effort, though, from Infantry, who's been able to score Lim Samurai. Huge run from Lim Samurai in between runners to grab that second spot for Laurie Laxton, and at the best from the west, William Pike. And a close-up in third position was horse number 4, and that was Nova Strike. Another one for Elwyn Tan and Derek David. Too sure if Gareth Pepper has joined us again yet. You're back with us, Gareth. Infantry, a real warrior, isn't he?
Sensational. He's a horse that deserves this victory. He's been tried, tested, and he's trustworthy, this horse, and it's a deserved Group 1 victory for Infantry. He's been running exceptionally well, Tom, and yeah, what a great result as Nunes returns towards you on scale. He's come via the stewards, punching the air with delight, and he takes out another Emirates Derby.